TERA decides it's time for a little server downsizing. Planetside 2 comes out of the darkness and shows off its new island continent. Black Desert revealed a new expansion with plenty of dragons. And we say farewell to another game and development studio. What's up guys, James Blonde here with a weekly recap for gaming news and announcements for the week of September 7th, 2018. And starting out the news this week, we've got a double dose of TERA headlines. Following the server merge for TERA on consoles, InMass Entertainment has shared some details involving the North American PC servers. As of September 18th, the PC servers in this region will also be merging. This is intended to unify the PC community on 3 servers in order to provide more opportunities to group, PvP, and improve the overall economy. So in other words, it'll be easier to run into more players, and having this many servers as they do currently spreads their player base a little too thin. Ascension Valley and Tempest Reach will merge into new PvE server. Mount Tyrannus and Fey Forest will merge into a PvP server, and Celestial Hills will remain as the PvE RP server. And a bit of console news for the game, Xbox One and PS4 will receive the new Ninja character class on the same day. And we actually got to do some hands-on testing with the Ninja at PAX West, and you can see the full write-up on our time with it linked in the description below. Check it out. Next up, it seems like it's been a little while, but Daybreak Games revealed a first look at Planetside 2's new island continent in last week's livestream. The island, known as Osher, will consist of multiple islands with several different terrain types, such as the crystalline forests, tropical jungles, desolate dunes, and underground cave system. The goal of Osher is to be less typical landmass, with fewer bases than normal to encourage different gameplay strategies, but you don't have to take my word for it.
Osher is a continent that is going to be mainly driven by multiple islands, and you will not have warp gates on this continent. You are instead going to have access to Bastion fleet carriers, and they will act as your pseudo warp gates. There will be multiple Bastion fleet carriers. Each side will have them. Potentially, they'll rotate around the map, potentially. But what that does is it gives us the opportunity to kind of spread the forces out, and you will be able to attack each base. There's a very limited lattice, less bases overall, more logistical play comes in here. So
seems like it would be what players are looking for. I'm honestly a little surprised that it's not yet a Battle Royale island. I should probably shut up now before I jinx it. Also this past week, Black Desert Online revealed a new expansion known as Drieghan. The expansion features a new area known as the Drieghan Zone, bringing 300 new quests, fresh nodes to conquer, and a new boss called Garmuth. Drieghan, also known as the Land of Dragons and the ancestral home of the dwarves, is a huge new mountainous area where adventurers will be able to travel to Drieghan, the capital of Drieghan, which shows a variety of environments of an alpine region. Also mentioned in the press release, throughout EGX, Kakao Games will live stream all of their booth activities centered around the expansion, so you don't have to miss that. EGX attendees will also have the opportunity to play the new content as well as receive a game code for it, among other goodies, so keep a lookout for other announcements as the new expansion gets closer to launch. In other Pearl Abyss news, it was very recently announced that they will acquire CCP Games, which is the makers of EVE Online, in a deal that will allow CCP Games to operate independently with studios in various places. Though operating independently, they will be integrated into the company's development and publishing umbrella for all current and future projects. So we're probably not going to see much changes happen immediately, but time will surely tell if this is a favorable action towards the players of EVE Online. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. On a slightly similar note, Bless Online teased a new dungeon this past week entitled The Rift of Space and Time, which includes 2 new types of level 45 content to give level-capped players a couple more things to do. The Rift of Space and Time is a horde mode styled instance where players fight waves of monsters to earn renown and rewards. The random dungeon feature in the Dungeon Finder is a new way for capped players to earn additional rewards for defeating the final boss. That's all fine and dandy, but it really just seems like players, all they want is better optimization and bug fixes. I mean, according to the Steam comments, that is. Next up, Hoplon, based in Brazil, is proud to announce that on September 19th, Heavy Metal Machines will launch on Steam. Heavy Metal Machines focuses on combining MOBA-style team gameplay with racing and football to create a completely unique experience. Now, I've mentioned this in past recaps, and it's definitely a unique MOBA-style game. I can't really say that it's like too many others. The game is even narrated by Larry Huffman, who narrated the game's obvious inspiration, Rock and Roll Racing. For more information on the game, check out Colton's first look in the annotation above. And speaking of MOBAs and Battle Royale games, Battlerite Royale has a newly scheduled early access date. The early access program begins on September 26th and will cost just under 20 bucks, a penny to be exact. The spin-off of the popular MOBA Battlerite is one of the first top-down MOBAs to cross over into the Battle Royale genre. Don't worry, plenty will follow. And will feature solo and duo queue modes. Sign-ups for the closed beta are open now, and players can click down in the description below for a chance to try Battlerite Royale for free before the official launch. You'll have to pay that 20 bucks. Next up, GameForge has announced that new in-game content is now available for SoulWorker. This will add 8 new dungeons, the Grasscover Camp Hub, new quests, NPCs, and a level cap increase from 55 to 60. Lion Games will also follow up the release with additional updates on a monthly basis, unlocking a significant amount of new content and features such as the upcoming Primal Raid and more character class advancements. Up next, My.com released the final installment of the Armored Warfare Black Sea Incursion this past week. Part 2 continues the saga of Magnus Holter and his quest for vengeance, and brings a wealth of new content with it in the form of new tanks, commanders, special ops missions, a new PvP map, and more. The new PvP map, based on the Austrian city of Salzburg, features both a city filled with narrow streets and rolling hills and fields surrounding it. There are also a huge amount of Israeli armored regiments for players to collect, including the M50 Super Sherman, Shot-Kaldelet, I think that's how you say that, and the Tyran 6. Hopefully that's pretty cool for those players. In a bit of sad news, NCSoft announced today that Carbine Studios, makers of the MMORPG Wildstar, is shutting down. Wildstar itself is coming to a close, and as reported by GameIndustry.bix and Kotaku, 50 people are expected to lose their job in the process. That always sucks. Wildstar has struggled from the beginning to maintain a strong player base despite the unique gameplay mechanics and artistic direction, and I honestly don't know why that game didn't do better. It was almost like a platformer MMO. Really awesome concept, and it delivered on nearly everything it marketed. I guess it's just hard to keep a game like that fun for very long, and going free-to-play can only do so much. Sad day. Anyway guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. Like always, thank you so much for your support. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or more news in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. But until next time guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.